How much help does a self-helper need until a self-helper no longer needs help? That is the question of today's video. Now, this was actually inspired by my beautiful girl. She was round at mine and she was looking through all the sort of books I had, and she said, "Oh, could I borrow one of these?" And it reminded me of when, like a few years ago, I sat down and was like, you know what? I need change in my life. I need to do something different because I'm not happy with where I am. So I started getting into all this self-help stuff, right? So I started buying books and such. And I think it's a good place to be, to realize, right, okay, I need to do something different. But at what point do you no longer need the self-help stuff, right? Because the most important thing is the narrative that you're telling yourself about who you are. And the thing I noticed was, sort of like after like almost a year of this shit, it was like I'm still in this cycle, this habit of like, oh, I need to help myself. Oh, I need to help myself. But at what point are you actually just helped, right? I think it almost becomes a form of procrastination. I think, having that initial incentive of being like, right, okay, I don't like where my life is at. I want to make a change. That's good. That's a good point to reach, right? To be like, okay, start questioning things. Okay, maybe I want to do something different. But at what point do you just have to bite the bullet and just start doing things? This is what I sort of, the realization I came to. And it was, yeah, I was just procrastinating. I was like, oh, I need to help myself. Oh, I need to help myself. I need to help myself. And I was just avoiding, just doing it, just getting up and doing the thing that I knew I needed to do. If you are at a point and you're at, looking at all the self-help stuff and such, right? Okay, fair enough. You've came to the conclusion, you've realized, okay, I need to be doing something differently to get a different outcome. That's brilliant. That's really good. But at what point are you just going to bite the bullet and start doing the difficult things to actually, propel yourself forward? Because the one thing I've learned is that you have to just take action, right? You can sit and you can try and think about everything, right? But it doesn't matter. None of it makes any difference unless you're doing something to actually move you forward. Camera died. Where was I? Yeah, so at what point you just have to just bite the bullet and do it, right? Because you can sit and try and think through how it's all going to play out, how it's all going to work, but your brain, you can only think so far because there's things that you don't have knowledge on yet that you're only going to get through experience, through doing the thing, okay? And I can't tell you what the thing is. You know what the thing is. You know what you want to be doing. There has to come a point where you realize that the fear is never going to go away, right? You have to get up and do it in spite of the fear being there. Because who gives a shit? Who cares if people mock you? Who cares if you fail? Who gives a shit? What I've learned from failing is that it's just an opportunity to learn. That's literally all it is. There's something that I'm not good at yet, and by failing I can then sit and analyze and get feedback and be like, okay, how can I do this better next time? But you're never going to get there if you don't do it, if you don't just go and do it. Get off of YouTube! Stop procrastinating, just go and do the stuff! I'm telling you, it's not as scary as you think. Just go right now! Fuck this video, go now! Just go do whatever you need to do. Figure it out. You will figure it out. Goodbye.